Hello students, in this video we are going to see how to solve this question. This question is based on the application of quadratic equation. It is very interesting question. The number of volleyball games that must be scheduled in a league with n teams is given by g of n is equal to n square minus n by 2. Here n represent number of teams, n teams. So n represent number of teams, okay, where each team play with every other team exactly once. Each team play with every other team exactly once. So there are some number of teams. Each team they are playing with each other only once. They are not playing again and again with the same team. Only one time they can play. A league schedules 15 games. Total number of matches. There are 15 matches, 15 games. How many teams are there in the league? That is the question. So here, look at the question they have asked. How many teams are there in the league? So we have to find number of teams n, because n represent number of teams, n teams. So we have to find the value of n. So here the relation between the number of teams and the number of games equal to n square minus n by 2 is equal to 15. So before we solve this question, I will explain. So imagine if there is only one team. If there is only one team, how many matches it can be played? If there is only one team, how many matches it can play? What? Because it cannot play any game because there is no opponent. So only one team. So they are waiting for the opponent. So if one more team came, they can play one match because each team play with every other team exactly once. They have with the same team we can play only one match. So they can play only one match. Okay. Then if one more team, the third team comes, the third team can play with the second team and the first team. So already they are playing one match. So if we include a third team, two more matches can be played. So they can play totally 3 matches. If we add one more team, fourth team, it can play with the third team, second team and the first team. 3 matches. So totally already they can play 3 matches. So totally 6 matches they can play. If we add the fifth team, it can play 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 plus 4, 10. If we add one more team, sixth team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more matches. So 10 plus 5, 15 matches. So then this is number of teams. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is number of teams. This is number of games, matches. So when there are 6 teams, they can play 15 matches according to this condition. So if the number of matches is 15, then the number of teams, what will come? 6. We will check. So n square minus n is equal to 2 15s are 30. N square minus n minus 30 is equal to plus 30 becomes minus 30 is equal to 0. So now quadratic equation n square n constant. So the product of the two number is minus 30 and their sum is minus 1. Product minus 30, sum minus 1. Minus 6 and 5. Their sum is minus 1, product is minus 30. So n minus 6 into n plus 5 is equal to 0. If the product of these two terms is 0, one of the term must be, any one of the term must be 0, or the both the terms may be 0. 0 or n plus 5 is equal to 0. So n is equal to 6, n is equal to minus 5. These are the two values which can satisfy this quadratic equation. So here we are finding the number of teams. So number of teams, definitely it will be a number, positive number. It will not be a negative number. So number of teams, negative is not possible. Therefore, number of teams is equal to 6. So it's a very simple question. In the exam, you don't need to explain all these things, just to simplify. So this is the concept. So if we substitute 1 in this equation, we will get 0. If we substitute 2, we will get, it is kind of function. This is the domain, this is the codomain. So it is a function. It is a quadratic function. So when we do this kind of application of the quadratic equation, we have to understand the situation, then we have to apply the concept. So like this, we are going to solve many more questions. So sharp your brain and understand the concept, then apply the concept in the real life situation. Thank you.